Welcome to Wired to Hunt's Unconventional Wisdom, where we take one commonly held deer hunting belief and examine an unexpected alternative.
Most deer hunters set up a trail camera, they set it to take still images, but almost every one of them will allow you to take video as well. If you know you're gonna put your camera out there and it's gonna get a bunch of images, why would you want videos? Do I wanna get clued into some kind of deer behavior? And that's where video can really give you an advantage. So if I get a picture of a buck walking down a trail, that's actionable. That tells me when he was there, what kind of conditions were going on, morning, evening, what day it was. That's good stuff. But if I have a trail camera running on video and that same buck walks down, nipping some buds here and he's browsing there, maybe makes a little rub, then I have a little glimpse into his behavior. Now he's feeding here, now he's marking his territory a little bit. It's given me some whitetail behavior that I just can't get with a still image. If I'm setting up on a little pond or I'm on a mineral site, something the deer are gonna come in and spend a lot of time in, I don't really need tons and tons of video clips of that. I know why they're there. I just wanna see who's coming. I just wanna see who's coming in and how much time they're spending there, maybe what direction they're coming in from. Other situations, when I'm talking about season-long funnels, I'm talking about trails in the woods, I mean, maybe a gate on a fence or a fence crossing, then video clips, you could choose maybe 10 seconds on some cameras, all the way up to 2 minutes. A 2-minute video clip is a long clip to watch animals do their thing. The downside of that is that's a lot of data. That's a big file. So you got to think about it. Am I going to fill up my SD card super quick if I do this? How am I going to manage this on the back end? When I dump those videos onto my phone or on my tablet, my computer, it's going to take up a lot of space. You've also got to think about battery life. A camera's probably going to burn through a little bit more battery taking 2-minute video clips versus just images. But the benefits of running longer clips on your trail camera can really tell you what the deer are doing right now. The first time I really started using trail camera videos was on a scrape. I had found what I thought was a community scrape. I know there's some good deer using this, but how many, at what frequency, when are they using this? So I set up a camera on video mode and I realized some of them worked the ground, but every single one of them worked a licking branch. That was like actionable whitetail behavior that made me say, a scrape without a licking branch is not something I want to hunt. These new cameras, they're giving you some audio clues as well. So the closer you might get to the rut and you might get toward the end of October and that buck comes in and he's working that licking branch and he stops and he grunts at a doe, or you hear some chasing going around in the background, you can get really tied into what's going on now. And none of that information is available if you run just still images. If the chase phase is going on and you're like, man, I hope my target buck's still around, that doe trots through, her tail's half cocked, and she's that one you want to see go through, but nothing shows up for a little bit. But then that buck comes down the trail, and you put a trail camera out there that's on still imagery, and it might capture that doe, but it might be resetting when the big one goes through, and it's just not going to give you as complete of a picture of what's going on out there. So I always think about this, do I feel like there's a situation where I can really learn something about deer behavior? Then it might be more beneficial for me to bump up the size of my SD card and just accept the fact that I'm going to deal with these large video files, but they're probably going to teach me more than just still images would, because there's certain times when that really matters and that can kind of give you an edge on how you should be hunting right now or where you should be hunting. If you want more whitetail hunting advice, please listen to the Wired to Hunt podcast and the Wired to Hunt Foundation's podcast, and we'll give you everything you needed to hear about deer.